You guys, welcome to Toolathon Southwire edition. And contrary to belief, Eric thinks they're based up north in Canada. They're not. They're based down south, hence Southwire, Eric.
Very cool. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You guys, we got to go to STAFTA, and we got to see a lot of cool stuff. We really got to know Southwire as a brand. We're going to be honest, we didn't know anything about Southwire 6 months
Never heard
ago.
of them.
So they reached out and like, Southwire, I never even heard of you guys. I thought they were new to the market.
Yeah.
But really, they've been around for like
A
years.
long time.
Long,
Like
long time.
1930 something. Or...
Yeah. So we got a chance to, meet the crew, go over there, talk to the people. We met a guy named Brandon Moss, who is vice president of, I don't know if he's of the whole thing or tools
Like
or whatever.
power,
or president? Is he president?
President of the Power Tool. Like
President
the
of the Power Tools. Really nice guy, great guy. And at STAFTA, you guys, basically STAFTA is like a big conglomerate of tool companies. I mean, there's huge tool companies, Milwaukee, DeWalt, Southwire, everybody's in it. And what they do is they all just kind of better the community, better the tool world, and just, it's like a leadership thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, it's kind of an honor to speak at this thing. So Brandon was actually one of the key speakers, and we got to learn a lot. Eric's going to talk to you a little bit about what we learned from Brandon. And usually when we go to those things, it's like, you want to sleep in the audience. But he has some really interesting stuff to say.
Very good speaker, yeah.
So
that was pretty cool. He talked a lot about Southwire. It was interesting to see, like I said, how big they are. I mean, out of, I think, 1 in 3 new homes have Southwire, their products going through it, which is pretty impressive, But they did talk about one cool program that's actually for the community, helps out. It's called 12 for Life. And what they do is it's a program that helps, and it kind of looks at like high school kids that may have a tendency to drop out of high school. But what it does is it kind of helps them. Southwire built this facility for some of these kids, and these kids will come in, do some work, so they get to learn a trade, they get to learn skills and all that, while they still get to go to high school. So instead of just dropping out, because maybe someone has to drop out because they got to start earning money for the family or something like that. Well, now they have a chance to do that and complete their high school diploma, which is very cool. So I think that was an awesome idea. And what was cool about it, Southwire very easily could have just gone to the community and said, hey, here's a check, let's just give you some money, and then we use it as tax write-off. Southwire decided to actually do something different, build a facility, and actually get involved in it, which I think is awesome.
And I think that Southwire recognizes, you guys, that like in 10 years, electricians are going to be scarce. I mean, they're already getting scarce.
Yeah.
I mean, trades are just dying. And it sucks. I don't know why. I mean, kids coming out of school these days are just going to desk jobs.
Well, it's a different thing. I mean, we've kind of gone away from a manufacturing type of society and all that. And I think it's too, you look at our high school, we had Woods class, we had mechanics, automotive shop.
Remember shop? It was always the scruffy kids that were in shop.
Well, it was, you know what? But hey, listen, I got a chance to actually, that's where I first got introduced to power tools. My parents weren't into power tools or anything, but during that shop class is when I got to use table saws and all sorts of different things. And that stuff is all gone from high school nowadays, and kids just don't know.
Really? They don't have it?
They have nothing like that. It's all now computers and all sorts, which obviously computers are important, but the skills, like Dan was saying, they're kind of, dissipating. They're going away.
And I mean, to be honest with you, because I'm on a computer a lot all day, it messes with your mind. It messes with your eyes. It's good to get out there and do this. I mean, it keeps you healthy. I feel like a guy that's going to sit behind his desk the whole entire time, his whole life, is probably going to die before a guy that's out in the trades, working, getting his heart pumping, and you have a sense of accomplishment.
Well, I was going to say, that's the big thing, I mean, we're sitting behind a desk and you're doing spreadsheets, I hate to say it. I mean, fine, maybe some people get excited, but to me it's like whoop-de-doo. But if you do something like, well, you got to redo a bathroom or something like that, you can sit back and look at, well, here's what it looked like before, and here's what I did, here's what I created. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, and it's cool that they're recognizing the trades, keeping kids out of trouble, getting them in this program, and getting them a good career in life. And I mean, that is a good career. I mean, you're an electrician, you're making bank.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
I mean, but being an electrician too, you also want good tools. And that's where Southwire is coming along also. And we saw some really cool tools from them. And one thing that I wanted to note was they have this new die crimper out and cable cutter, but they're using Milwaukee batteries. And they went with Milwaukee and said, hey, they're working together to produce these tools, which I think is very smart because you're using a proven battery platform versus, because I mean, sometimes we get a new tool and you open it up and it's got like a black battery on it and you're like, these guys don't know about lithium, what's going on? How long is this pack going to last? It's a specialty battery, you can't get them at the Home Depot.
Well, lithium is a beast in its own. It's a different type of battery, it's a lot different than an iCAD system, there's a lot more electronics, it's a lot more volatile type of chemical. So.
Right, so and I get scared of no-name batteries. So sticking with a platform that's known, that's proven, the Milwaukee, I mean, their batteries are just, set. I've never had a Milwaukee battery die, have you? No, I mean, let's rephrase that. In the past 5 years.
Yes.
I
Recently,
mean, obviously, early battery
yeah.
technology, any brand wasn't the greatest, but proven technology.
Yep.
And not only that, they showed us this new fish tape, and I know what you guys are thinking.
Yeah.
Oh my God, fish tape! I've never been so excited over fish tape. He was excited over it. The other bloggers and people that were there were excited over it. Basically, they've come up with this new fish tape called Simple. The problem with normal fish tape is that first they came out with steel fish tape.
Yep.
It's heavy, it rusts, and it breaks.
Yep.
And it's you bend it, and it's not doesn't want to go back.
Yeah.
Once you bend that tape, there's always that crease in it, right?
Yeah, and it's a little bit harder to make long curves, a whole bunch of curves too.
Right. You ever do that? You're just trying to put it through, and I mean, I hate those things. So what did they do? They came out with fiberglass fish tape, which it's a little bit lighter. It fixes the problem, but the problem with fiberglass fish
pulling
tape.
capacity too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with
that's
fiberglass.
true. So they stamp, right?
Yeah.
So they're always stamping. You can't bend them, and then you get the fiberglass in your hands, and So they've come out with this new stuff called the Simple tape, and you guys, it's awesome. It's like 10 times lighter than steel tape. I mean, you can lift it with your pinky, which is great because a lot of people, I've seen construction guys or electricians have it on their belts.
Yep, exactly.
So you can hang this on your belt. And the cool thing is it's non-conductive, and it's also it's made out of some composite.
It's like a synthetic material.
Yeah,
or
synthetic, but it has the pulling power of steel, right?
No, it's a little bit under it, but it's a lot more. I think it's twice the. I mean, obviously it depends upon your cable and all that. You're gonna get different pulling strengths, but I think when you take kind of apples to apples, I think it's just a little bit less than steel. It's a lot more than fiberglass, but just
And it's non-memory, so you can bend it, and it's gonna go right back to the area. We're showing you right now, B-rolling it over of one of their guys, just showing how fast it goes through this little racetrack they made up. I mean, they had like this thing with like 690 degrees in it, and the guy was just like shh.
Oh yeah, right through.
And it went right through. I'm like, oh my
nothing.
God, that's just amazing.
Yeah, they actually took in Atlanta. They're actually building a new Falcon Stadium and all that. So then Southwire took a couple over, let the electricians try it. They actually liked it so much they ordered a whole bunch of it. And I mean, that's pretty impressive because if you think about a football stadium, I don't know how many hundreds or thousands of miles or feet, whatever you want to call it, of wire that has to be pulled through that stadium. I mean, think about how big those are. And for those electricians, just go ahead and gobble it up and buy a whole bunch of it. That says a lot.
I know, man. Can you imagine who designs that? I mean, all that wire has to come from like one box or I don't even know.
One big box.
I don't know how they do it.
Fred, go ahead and start pulling.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Talking about that, pulling at the stadium, they have these huge pulling tools, you guys. I mean, you can't even fathom how big and powerful these tools are. Some of them use like Milwaukee whole hogs are so powerful. And basically they're pulling all this cable through. They're known for big cutters. They have this really cool pipe bending bench that
thing is awesome.
That thing was awesome.
That thing is so cool.
Just cool stuff, making the job site easier. Obviously, you can go to Lowe's, you can see their tools there also, but just think outside of that box because they are just huge. So they're really starting to get into that market of the electrician, stuff like that, and their prices are right. So it's not like you're spending an arm and a leg for these tools, and they're good tools. You can just mainstream tools.
Yes, exactly.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So good stuff from Southwire. We'd like to thank them. We had a great time out there.
Very much so.
Learned a lot about the company. I want to know what you guys think of Southwire. Comment below. And like I said, I mean, a lot of you are just kind of new to Southwire and you don't know much about them. But when you really look into the company, it's just amazing at how in depth, how big they go. And Eric did a nice write-up over at toolsinaction.com, which you can go right over there, toolsinaction.com, and read his article on it.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I just was thinking back when we first heard of Southwire, we had no idea who were there. Then we actually researched and we're like, oh my God, this company's huge.
I know, and we're supposed to be tool guys.
I know, that's what we're just we're in the car just laughing about
Southwire,
it, man. It's like,
who are you? But you're going to start seeing a lot of Southwire on the channel, you guys. They're really going to start pushing this market. Their test and measurement tools are one of their shining lights, I think.
It says a lot because he's really big into that kind of area or division, whatever you want to call it, test and measurement.
Yeah, and I mean, just their stuff is awesome. Like their new Bluetooth, we showed you the big Bluetooth one. This is the mini Bluetooth one. Obviously some of you don't need Bluetooth and stuff like that, but I mean, it's just a little rugged little multimeter. And the cool thing is too, we also like I don't have one here, I don't think, the non-contact voltage meter. What?
I know you like those things. You got about 20 of them.
Yeah, it took a lot, dude. But, the great thing I like about those is, they're the best ones I've seen. They're waterproof. You just get close to a wire and it goes off. The Tech's 12 volt.
And it seems like it's really accurate. I mean, you've seen those where you've got ones, you got to stick them in the actual outlet. And you got to, jiggle them around.
They always seem like throwaway items.
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of more of a gimmick. But this one actually seems like, I mean, everything we've tested, and not that we've done thousands and thousands of them, but I mean, probably the 30, 40, 50 things we've done, it's always been accurate so far.
I'm going to say it's the best one I've tested. Now,
Yes.
the best
Well, I
one I've
agree.
tested for sure, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great tool. We're actually going to, tool awards are coming, you guys.
Yeah.
With awards week, it's coming soon, December. We don't know what, everybody asks, when in December? We don't know. It could, we probably should just shoot for Christmas week for that. Maybe.
Yeah, we're going to have to do something because we still got to do all the write-ups on that and everything.
Yeah,
man.
we're working on Tool Awards, and you know what Tool Awards? Everybody wins on Tool Awards week. So,
Not everybody, but a lot of people will.
a lot of people. Well, everybody wins because you're part of the crew. You're
That's
already
true,
a winner.
yeah, I like that.
You know?
All right, I like that. You're already
guys-
a wiener.
Yeah, a wiener.
Yeah.
Did you say wiener?
Yeah,
Winner.
I know.
Eric. Tools in Action, you guys, check it out. Check out Southwire. Let us know what you guys think. Comment below. Let's get the conversation started on Southwire. What do you guys want to see from them? What do you like from them? And let's move forward. Hashtag TIA Crew. And don't forget to go over to toolsinaction.com. Check it out. Check out our Instagram, you guys. TIAgear.com is where you're going to get the cool TIA stuff.
Yeah.
These are prototype hats that we just got out. Eric's got one there. Show it. Mine's better because I designed this one. This is the Dan hat, and that's the Eric hat.
And we got sweatshirts. Well, not
Not
this
like
one,
that.
but we got sweatshirts, shirts, patches, all sorts of stickers,
Yeah,
all sorts of different
coffee
things, man.
mugs, you know,
Coffee
things with
mugs.
hearts on it,
Yeah,
you know.
coffee mug. We just write Tools in Action on there.
Yeah, you guys, check it out, Tools in Action.
Yeah.
Remember, for more exciting tool action, go to toolsinaction.com.